Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Collision. I'm just getting home from Dallas and it was my sister's wedding. And I was like, I probably won't be able to do a live stream for Collision. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I was like, you know what? When I get back to my sister's house, we're all just going to sit down. We're going to watch Collision. I'm going to show everybody who I like, who I don't like. I get to act a fool in front of everybody. And y'all don't even have to watch my live stream. You could just see it live and in person. But then when we get there, I see that my DVR did not record anything, which is strange. And I was like, wait, it's always recording. What's going on? So then I was like, all right, y'all, don't panic. I have Max. And I go and put on Max, and there's nothing on Max either. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Did Collision not come on today? So I waited a little bit to see if they was going to put it on the app, and nothing happened. And I looked on X and I see that apparently they only showed an hour and 30 minutes of the show, and two matches, like the last 30 minutes of the show did not air, at least in the US. So Tony Khan posted that, hey, sorry about the technical difficulties. We're going to replay it on the West Coast and we'll put it in full. And then that also had technical difficulties. So I don't know if everyone got a chance to see what happened. And the crazy thing is that of all movies to come on and cut the damn show, Black Adam, of all motherfucking things. So now there's all these memes of The Rock cutting AEW and all this shit. Anyway, I did end up picking up a international feed like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then up watching it from there so that I can be able to see the show in its entirety. And you guys always know that even if I don't do a live stream, y'all gonna get that review from me one way or another. So let's talk about Collision. We started off with ladies in action. We had Megan Bayne going against Anna Jay. The presentation of Megan Bayne coming out to the ring to her original theme song. She had that presence that was just like, no matter what you're doing in this world, you're gonna stop and look at Megan. Penelope also being with Megan, I think is a really great choice. I think that she fits her. We need to see some tag team action before I can really say like these two are just like a match made in heaven. But together they look great. Harley Cameron is in the side of Anna Jay, and they have a decent matchup. I was so thankful that this was not a squash. Anna Jay would not have deserved to be squashed, and Megan Bayne, we keep seeing her in situations where she's squashing people and not really spending too much time in the ring. And I felt like, how do we get to truly fall in love with her, if we really can't see what she can do in the ring? And I feel like this is one of those very few times within AEW that we got a chance to actually see her wrestle, not just get in F5 and get out. I mean, like literally put in the work, and you can see what she can do as a wrestler. There was this very interesting part here where Harley Cameron goes in, she goes and touches Anna Jay's ass, and then she even kisses it. And I'm just like, y'all really giving what the people what they want. We do appreciate that, AEW. However, Anna Jay does not end up taking the win. Penelope and Harley Cameron, they get into it and they take the fight backstage, just leaving these two girls in the ring alone, which is how it should be anyway. Megan Bayne ends up taking the win with a face descent. Is that the name of her damn finisher? It's an F5, obviously, but I don't know what it was. There's a little bit of a disconnect in terms of hitting her move with Anna Jay. Whatever the situation was, she ended up winning anyway. But I really do appreciate the effort of AEW just saying, hey, we're not going to squash these girls. Anna obviously wouldn't have deserved that, and this time we can actually see more of Megan Bayne in the ring. Really great choice. Great effort by these ladies. Now, after this, we do have Nigel McGuinness on commentary. And he was sitting there, he's like, well, you know what, Tony Schiavone, I've thought about it, and I thought that maybe after everything that's happened with FTR, that Garcia and I should team up together and go against them at Double or Nothing. And I was like, oh, that's what we're doing? Am I against the match? No, not at all. There was no video package. There was nothing to get people hyped up about it, because when we're talking about seeing something on a pay-per-view, you want it to feel like, okay, I should spend this little $50 to buy this pay-per-view to see what these guys are going to do. So no video package that came along with that. And the people who were there, they didn't get to hear Nigel say it because they can't hear commentary. So only us at home are able to hear what's going to happen here with FTR, Danny Garcia, and Nigel. So for me, I feel like that was a little bit of a missed opportunity. We are still a week away from Double or Nothing. You're still going to have to want to get as much buys as you want, as much people as you want to buy this. And honestly, I don't think that they probably sold enough people when they added that match. Now, Tony Khan, you already got my money, but everybody else, I can't say. After this, we had what I think is my favorite match of the night. Air Fox going against Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher is still wearing pink, and honestly, I haven't really even realized that because I know the Owen is still going on, but he's no longer part of it, and he's still wearing the pink, and I think that's his color. I think that's his look. I would go with it, but he looks good in everything. Uncle Don comes out with Kyle Fletcher, and he has a really, really fun matchup with Air Fox. Tony Khan. Number one, Kyle Fletcher, that's a feature of your company. I said this about Takeshita like 2 years ago, and we finally picking things up with Takeshita. Kyle Fletcher is it. You know, whether if you like him or not as a heel, he's it. What he does in the ring is really great. And if he can only improve, imagine what he's able to do with this company if he's one of those top guys. And I'm watching this, I'm just like, holy shit. I would put all my money on Kyle Fletcher. But with that being said, we do also have AR Fox, who's over with the crowd, not just because he's a babyface, but because he is talented. A lot of your wrestlers that y'all like to watch are trained by AR Fox. And AR Fox just hasn't had that moment yet within the business. And honestly, I know he needs work on the mic. That I know. But as a wrestler, this guy can definitely be one of those guys at the top. Like, he is constantly in the ring having amazing match after amazing match, and we need to do more with him. I would also be putting my money on AR Fox. Really great match here. Kyle Fletcher ends up taking the win. Now that he's not in the Owen, I don't even know what the plans are, but I'm afraid that maybe at All In that he'll just be stuck doing some multi-man match with Don Callis' family and not truly getting a All-In moment that he deserves. Now after this, we do have Uncle Don coming out again with the boys. Oh my God, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, and Abs. When I tell you abs on abs on abs, I'm fucking in love. They went against Bandito. I don't know what he's doing here. Brody King. Oh my God, Brody King. That man is so beautiful. And Ishii, who's I guess like a surprise mystery partner, whatever situation is. Let me just say this. Ishii, I love Ishii. I enjoy him in New Japan. I enjoy him in AEW. But in AEW, they keep doing this thing where they keep writing him off. Then he goes to Japan. Then they bring him back, write him off, and bring him back. No matter what they do, Ishii and Rocky are still going at it in New Japan anyway. So it doesn't even matter that you keep fucking killing him off on AEW. Whatever. The match was okay. Brody King is stuck. He is stuck, unfortunately. Buddy Matthews is... I don't even know Buddy Matthews coming back. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was married to Rhea Ripley and that was at the house, Rhea Ripley at my house, I wouldn't be leaving either. I don't know what's going to happen here. I really was hoping for a tag team run with Brody and Buddy because it did seem like they were going to go that route right before the Australia show. And we haven't gotten that. Now, he just seemed... They just throwing him in with random people, whatever. I just feel like if y'all giving him something to do, okay, fine. But find him something to be at. They need to be doing something in terms of the TNT title, international title, continental title. Like, there needs to be a division. There needs to be groups of people within each of those title scenes doing something. Stop throwing these people in these multi-man matches because y'all know what to do. Like I said, the match was okay, a little bit random in terms of that little babyface team they put together, but they end up taking the win. Bandito not doing anything in Ring of Honor. Ishii, he is working in New Japan, but they got their Super Junior tournament going on, so there's not really much for him to do. So it's going to be another one of those Summer of Ishii situations. But at the same time, here is Brody King not doing anything. Lance Archer could also be going for a title as well. Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, they're back as Roppongi Vice, so they could be going for tag team titles as well. And unfortunately, we're just throwing people together in these multi-man matches and just say, hey, let them do that while we got the people we want to be doing something. And honestly, it's fucking annoying. Now, we got a little segment back there with the Grizzly Young Veterans in Paragon. I hate that stupid name. Like, it's so stupid. It's Adam Cole, Fragile Ass with Roderick and Why am I forgetting names all of a sudden? Kyle O'Reilly. Why should I forget them? They are an amazing team. So are Grizzly Young Veterans. I think Tony Khan remembered that the Grizzly Young Veterans are employed and gave them a call. So we've been seeing them past couple of nights kind of teasing something going on between them, and they've made it official that they're going to be having a match next week. And honestly, I think we're going to be in for maybe this is a big maybe because I don't want nobody coming at me later, but maybe probably the best tag team match this year so far, because these two teams are just amazing. I don't know where things are going with them because of the tag division lacking so much right now within AEW. So I honestly, I don't know. I'll talk about that a little bit more when I talk about the tag match that happened a little later on the show. Now we got Speedball Mike Bailey going against Blake Christian. Blake, that's my guy. Blake is just, oh my God, he's so dreamy as a heel. I really like him. He's been taking nothing but L's, and tonight was just one of those nights he's taking another L. However, he probably getting that contract. He probably gonna get that contract from AEW where they're gonna end up locking him down. And if that's the case, I actually would actually appreciate that. I think he's a tremendous wrestler. Speedball Mike Bailey also as well. He didn't necessarily have to try out for anything or have a little trial run or anything, because believe it or not, we've been having Blake wrestle with Ring of Honor since God knows how long now. So, I mean, I think he earned his spot if he's going to get a contract. Mike Bailey is an amazing wrestler. No matter what he does, he just looks like he's happy to be here, and he's just going to have a good time. And he has a really great matchup with Blake Christian. This guy is fucking insane. Okay, he's fucking insane in the ring, and like, how could you not enjoy Mike Bailey in the ring? Now, after the match, he actually gets on the mic, and I was just like, whoa, okay, please, no promo, just keep it short and sweet, because he's not that great. But he calls out Okada. Okada comes out, and whoever it is that's doing Okada suits, what are you, a fashion designer? Because you can't be that, because something about these suits is just not working for me. Now anyway, he calls out Okada. Okada comes out there, and he wants to get his hands on Okada, and obviously the title too, because he got it. And Okada's a man of very few words, so obviously he calls him a bitch, and that seems to be it, because here comes Jalisco coming to attack Mike Bailey, and then Roosh follows right after and watching from the, behind while Jalisco is taking care of business. And I'm just like, yes, 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 I like this. And what was so funny was Okada standing there making all these faces like, ooh, okay, your ass whoop, this got nothing to do with me. I'll see you later, bitch. And I just fucking love Okada. Look, Okada, I know a lot of us New Japan fans were not necessarily enjoying Okada in AEW. It's not, I don't want to say I don't enjoy him at all. I do. I'm just like, we've seen the best out of him in New Japan, and we're kind of like, we thought that it would just flow on over in AEW, and it hasn't translated that way as of yet. But I think we need to be patient and see what they do with Okada in the future, and hopefully very near future, Tony Khan. Very, very near. Now after this, we have an interesting promo from Jon Moxley, who's just like, Anarchy in the Arena, that's the only way we're going to be able to take care of business up in here. He said there's a whole bunch of fake people in AEW, and the Death Riders are professionals, and they get shit done and all that stuff. And I was just like, oh, okay. And the whole time he's talking, Gabe Kidd is standing behind him, shaking his head, nodding and everything. And then Gabe Kidd comes on, and right at the end of Moxley's promo, and says, abandoned all hope. And I was just like, oh, is that a threat? Because I like being threatened. Now look, Gabe Kidd, if you've never seen Gabe Kidd, in New Japan, he has cut promos, very anti-AEW promos, talking shit about Tony Khan, talking shit about AEW as a company. Obviously, this is kayfabe shit, so it's not necessarily him saying his true feelings and he's just getting away with it. It's not that. So this is the character he's been doing for months now, but he's part of a group called Bullet Club War Dogs in New Japan. Now, even though he's been anti-AEW, people still feel like it's a little bit weird that he would come to AEW to help Death Riders. Death Riders Are they anti-AEW? Kinda, maybe a little bit, but it still feels a little weird that he is with that group. I think we should give it time to see what happens between him being in the Death Riders and also being part of the War Dogs as well. Whatever the situation is, I love his presence regardless, but at the end of the day, this shit needs to make sense. Now after this, we have Big Bill teaming up with Brian Keith to go against the Gates of Agony in a Chicago street fight. Thank you, Tony Khan. This is the shit that we've been talking about. When we saying that these young people need opportunities to go out there and do something, this is what we were talking about. This is what we were talking about. They gave a really great... Well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to say this is my favorite match because it made me almost shed a tear 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh my God, look at the boys. They're doing their thing. They finally getting the TV time. Gates of Agony, y'all know, if you watch my Ring of Honor reviews, I've been talking about them for over like 2 years now, just saying that they're amazing. They're going to get what they deserve, hopefully. And here we are, they're on Collision getting their TV time. Unfortunately, they did come out wearing t-shirts and I didn't see no abs until like the very end. But they went out there and they gave their all. And there's just situations where you got to show up and show out. And I absolutely enjoyed this. Can you believe it? We had a drywall chant. They wanted them to use drywall during the match or whatnot. I thought they did really great. And I don't know if the feud is going to continue with them. But whatever situation is, they need to be doing a little bit more with these up and coming tag teams. Brian and Big Bill, I thought they had great chemistry together as a team, but they're not going to always do street fights. Street fights do make things more interesting because you could use weapons and do things that are not so conventional. But I thought they did great. As a team moving forward, we need to see a little bit more. Overall, I thought this was fun. And it made me feel proud seeing them out there. And I'm just hoping, please give them more opportunities, not just for street fights, but for other things. And for them to possibly get their hands on, if not the AEW tag titles, the Ring of Honor tag title. Y'all ain't doing nothing with them anyway. Big Bill, Brian Keith ends up taking the win. But I feel like this is not the end of this feud. After this, we get a promo from Mina Shirakawa and a video package where she said Toni Storm is timeless, but Mina is now. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You could tell Mina's really trying to make sure that she wants to feel connection. And with feeling that connection, she has that personality, a killer personality. But unfortunately, when there's a language barrier, for some fans, they won't be able to connect with you. And I see her putting the effort in with doing a promo in English. No Japanese, nothing, just English. And I thought that they didn't even need the subtitles. I was like, I get you, girl. I feel you. And I hear every single word that you're saying. And I thought she did really well. She ain't winning at Double Nothing, but I really, really enjoyed it. After this, we do get a tribute to Steve Mongo McMichaels. And as soon as Ric Flair came out there, I just kind of didn't really pay attention anymore. This guy is, he's nothing to me. So honestly, thank you AEW for giving Mongo a tribute. I thought this was great that it took some time off during the show to actually do something for him. And his wife was there. Dee Malenko was there as well. And AEW don't get enough credit for doing things like this, but I thought it was a really nice move from the company. And, rest in peace to Mongo. This guy, he held on for a long time fighting. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things where it's like you get sick and you end up succumbing to it. So no longer in pain, no longer feeling the way he was feeling, and he had to move on for that. So Tony Khan, AEW, thanks for the tribute. Now from here, they end up cutting the show to put Black Adam. None of y'all really saw that movie anyway, so they were just like, well, here, maybe y'all should just watch this anyway. Last 2 matches that we had on the card, we had CME teaming up with Dustin Rhodes to go against Leo Rush and Action Andretti. What the fuck? The winner of this match is to go against Hurt Syndicate at Double or Nothing. And to be honest with you, it should have been Leo Rush and Action Andretti. Can somebody tell me why Dustin and Sammy needed this opportunity? You have tag titles in Ring of Honor and y'all not even doing anything. Matter of fact, when I say they're not doing anything, I really mean that. Like, most episodes they're not there, and when they are there, they're having another match with MXM Collection. They will never get their hands on that title. And for me, I'm just like, why y'all not focusing on building up a division around the tag titles y'all got on your motherfucking waist? And don't even get me started with Dustin also having the 6-man tag titles. But you gonna come out here and defeat Action Andretti and Leo Rush for what? Them young kids could have been on the fucking pay-per-view. Dustin and Sammy don't fucking need it. And you know what? Well, we saw on the same show that they gave an opportunity to Big Bill and Brian in the Gates of Agony. They should have did the same thing for Leo Rush and Action Andretti. I think they made a mistake. Tony Khan, you want to put Dustin and Sammy on the pay-per-view? You think somebody's going to buy Ring of Honor because you put these two losers on the pay-per-view? I don't think so. Wrong choice was made. Absolutely. And I could not get into it. Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, they're arguing backstage. Willow Nightingale even put her hand up on Statlander, and I'm just like, hey, ladies, I know y'all at odds with each other, but let's tone it down a little bit. And Statlander said, hey, whenever you're done with the Death Riders thing, you can come hit me up and we can have a talk. Main event, Wheeler Yuta going against Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh, Lord, Powerhouse Hobbs. Oiled up right. Oh, my God, the baby oil. No shortage of baby oil. That's what we appreciate. I thought they had a decent match. Powerhouse Hobbs, he should be doing more. He has the not 6-man. He has a trios title. I would love to see him doing more, but I think that overall he should be getting his hand on singles title. Same thing for Wheeler Yuta as well. I don't think Wheeler Yuta is gonna get his hand on any singles title until he's done with the Death Riders. And honestly, that story doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. I did enjoy this match. If you didn't see it, would I say go out your way to see it? No. I did look to see if they post the whole episode of Collision on Max. I just checked. I still don't see it on there. Even my DVR still don't got it. So I don't know when they'll be able to put it up, because Tony Khan did say we're going to get it up there ASAP. And nothing has happened as of Sunday night. So I don't know. Now, well, as great as this was, I kept thinking, all right, they're going to come out here. The whole Death Rider's going to come out here and ruin the whole thing. But what do you call it? Powerhouse Hobbs ends up winning the match, and rightfully so. Willow, Marina, and them, they're all out there, and I'm just like, okay. And when Marina and Willow are getting into it, Wheeler Yuta grabs Willow by the hair. Yes, for all the black ladies, we're just acting, so don't go crazy about it. Because at first I was just like, what? I wouldn't let you touch my hair. He grabbed her by the hair to get her off of Marina, and I was like, oh, this is very interesting. But then Powerhouse Hobbs ended up coming out there taking care of Wheeler Yuta, and even Willow got her hands on why am I forgetting names? On Wheeler Yuta. What was interesting was when this was happening, you can see Statlander coming out, and it happened so quickly. Because if you don't see it quick enough, you won't see which side she's coming from. So you guys know there's a babyface side and there is a heel side. And the right side is the heel side. The left side is the babyface side. I always prefer to be on the right side because that's the best side. Now, quickly, if you see it, the second she comes out on the babyface side. But when they cut back to her, you actually can't tell where she's at. So I had to rewind it just to make sure to see where she came out, because that would have made a whole world of a difference. That if she came out from the heel side, then people would just assume she's going to turn on Willow Nightingale. Anyway, I thought that the show ended up pretty great. She was just watching. We had Powerhouse Hobbs who helped Willow Nightingale, so we don't have to worry about anything else. They did not show people in a picture of the graphic for Anarchy in the Arena. All it says is Anarchy in the Arena in words, and that's it. They didn't show anybody who's actually participating in that match, which I thought was very strange that they did that, because typically they will show you who's going to be in that match. So they showed all the matches that's going to be in the card, but for Anarchy in the Arena, they don't show who's going to be in it, just a picture. So we still don't know who's going to be in it right now. Maybe by Dynamite on Wednesday, they will let us know what's going to happen. Now, Thursday, we will have an episode of Collision. So actually that's not bad. I don't want to do this every week, TonyCon, like back to back, because it feels like after you watch Collision on Thursday, you have to wait literally 6 days for Dynamite again, and honestly, it feels like way too long. TonyCon, Max, whoever it is out there, HBO, y'all need to put that damn episode for people to actually see what ended up happening at the end of the show. I do feel like it ended off really great with the whole Death Riders and Willow Nightingale and the Ops or whatever. I thought it ended up really great. And they were telling a story, so it wasn't bad. But unfortunately, people didn't get a chance to see it. That whole foolishness thing with the tag division, I'm kind of fucking over it, to be honest with you, because her Syndicate, I wanted them in AEW, and I still do. But I was hoping with them being there that it was going to make a difference. And because now they have Maxwell with them, it just kind of seemed like they're not necessarily focused on being a team. They're more focused on being a faction, doing other shit. And it's just like, we need y'all to be focusing on those tag titles. Dustin and Sammy Guevara should be focusing on the tag division and Ring of Honor and not in motherfucking AEW. You guys, thank you for watching my review. I didn't want to go off on a rant, but that's what you guys get from me today. I will be back on Wednesday with a Dynamite, and then Thursday, Collision, Ring of Honor, whatever they feel like putting that on. And then I will be doing a live stream for Double or Nothing. If you can't watch the live stream with us, then come on over and watch my review for Double or Nothing on Sunday. See you guys then. Bye.